Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello. I'm back. I'm not dead. I'm not dead. I for context, because I know I've been gone for the past couple of days. Monday. Um, genuinely, kind of just didn't want to. And that's on me. And that's on me. And that's on me. Kind of just wasn't up for it. I was like, hi, Arby's. Tuesday, I had some IRL stuff. My father needed my help. So by the time I was finished, it was like 10 o'clock at night, and I was like, it's way too fucking late to stream. So we're just not gonna wait till the next day, right? Thank you for the little crown. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So Wednesday comes around. Hi. Wednesday comes around. I'm in New Jersey for a day trip. There's an H Mart that's down there that I go to every couple months to stock up on items because we don't have H Marts near me. So I drove all the way down there, which is like 2+ hours for me. I did a whole fuck ton of grocery shopping. This is like my one chance to do it. By the time I make it all the way back, it's 9 o'clock and I'm exhausted. I've been driving since 10 that day. So by the time I got home, I was like, bitch, I'm out. I'm tired. It was cold in New York, so I dressed warm. By the time I get down to Jersey, it's hot. So I was boiling in my outfit. I looked really cute, but like I was boiling. uh it was bad. It was so bad. Mm. It was worth it. So I go down there for they have this like it's okay. You guys have to be normal about this. It's Hello Kitty themed toilet paper. And it's so cute. So I got like 2 whole packs because I gotta prep for the winter. I don't like driving too much during the winter. It can get really bad in New York with we get a lot of snow. So it's not always the safest. So I wanted to make sure I was stocking up. And then my dad wanted a whole bunch of frozen stuff. I was like stocking up on everything I always get. It ended up being like $200 worth of shit. It was nuts. And then I got and then I went and got mochi donuts. I got some tankulu. I got some tea that ended up not being particularly good. It was this lemon tea. Okay, context. I normally go to a different cafe to get tea. I didn't go to this one because it was like a little further out. I go to the same cafe. Instead, I go to a different cafe that sells this really, really good cake and tea because it's closer to where I park. I rock up, I get my slice of cake, and then I ask for a black tea and lemonade because I saw they had in the menu. Girl says, we only do black tea on Saturdays. Like, okay. Odd choice. But whatever. Can I get it with a green tea instead? She's like, yeah, we'll go with, we do green tea all the time. Cool. Awesome. I don't love green tea. Kind of tastes like nothing. But, caffeine is caffeine is caffeine. And I'm hot. I want something refreshing. I'm sitting there. I'm waiting for my drink. And they're blending it. I don't remember them blending it last time I got a drink from them. But I was also chatting with my 5 friends that were with me. So maybe I just wasn't paying attention, right? So, girl hands me the drink. I take a sip. It's all pulp. It's all pulp. And it just tastes like I just been to a lemon. I did not ask for sweetener, but if you've ever gotten drinks at like boba places and similar places like that, you know that everything has syrup in it. So you're used to not asking for sugar if you don't want it to just taste like sugar. I swear to God, all that was in that cup. The pulp gave me ads. All that was in that cup was green tea and a whole blended lemon. That was it. And ice. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell? It's such a weird thing. Like, and it would still taste like it. I drank all of it, but like, what do you mean you just blended a lemon and handed it to me? It's so weird. Mm. Oh, and for any K-pop fans who are here, I got a light stick for $60. I got a light stick for 60 bucks. There's a K-pop store in this little area. I always go over there because it's all real albums and real light sticks, stuff like that. But they like the prices are really good. They're not super high like they are at Target, Newbury, places like that. So I rock up. I was gonna get the new Twice album, ended up skipping on that because I want to get the Target exclusive photo card from there. So I'm gonna wait. But I'm digging through his like clearance section and I find the Idol light stick in there for $60. I ask him like, hey, like, what's up? Why is this light stick so cheap? It's only like $100. He goes, oh, we found it in the back of the warehouse. The thing was being like tossed around. Thank you. The thing was being tossed around for God knows how long. So we don't know if it works. But, you know, we're willing to test it here. The box is all scuffed up and, you know, doesn't look great. And I was like, I don't give a shit that the box is ugly looking. If the light stick works, that's all I care about. Pops batteries in, turns thing on, works fine. I walk out of that store with a $100 light stick for 60. So proud of myself. Especially since I had been eyeballing getting a light stick from him for like a couple months now. So I got an absolute steal. Immediately sent a photo to my boyfriend and a friend of mine who's also into K-pop. Yeah, and she was like, you're such a lucky bitch, you know that? My friend is so bad. She's also into Idol. This is my second light stick I had. I got I paid for the Kiss of Life one at full price before all of their controversy happened, and I'm so fucking pissed about it. It's like I paid $100 for this light stick just for you guys to turn out to be shitty. So I got Idol second. And my I converted my Kiss of Life one into like a more generic look. But I'm so fucking proud of myself. Oh, and one other thing. Anyone plays ZZZ? Minato is out. So that's gonna be we're gonna be drawing him today as one of the prompts for CRINGEtober. It'd be like that sometimes, honestly. It'd be like that. Hey, at least I'm not a Blackpink fan. I feel bad for Blake sometimes. It's a good day to be a Twice fan though. Yeah, let's so today's prompts for we have like 4 prompts to do. It's gonna be a lot. We have to do shit. Let me before I make an ass out of myself, let me give you guys the actual ones we have to do. Let me look it up. We have to do an animal trait character, my first OC, which I'm gonna have to go dig for some photos, a first attempt at a new style, and a reclaimed insecurity. Those are our prompts for today. This is gonna be really fun. But I'm very happy because Minato just came out in ZZZ. So for animal traits, we're 100% drawing him. I know I said we were gonna do a crack girl last time, but Minato wasn't out at that point. He is now. So I'm drawing him. If you don't know who he is, I'm gonna show his intermission teaser so you guys can know kind of the vibe that we're gonna be going for here and why I'm very excited to draw him. I already have him in game, by the way. I saved up and I got him. But I'm so mad at this. Put them in shorts. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. Okay. Okay. He is an A rank character, which means that you're supposed to be able to get him fairly often. It's him and one other A rank character as boosted along with the standard S rank. Explain to me how I got the other character on banner with him, Piper, 5 times, but I got Minato once. I have a max rank Piper I can't use because she doesn't synergize with Minato at all. I have one copy of Minato. I'm so mad about this. We're supposed to get an extra copy of him, like, for free or something. So, like, I'm not too mad. But, seriously? I'm gonna play a lot of ZCZ in my free time to try to get more pulls to hopefully get more copies. So I'm so mad about this. I'm genuinely so pissed off. I got 3 Pipers in 1 pull. Like, what the hell? Oh, context, sorry. ZZZ is Zenless Zone Zero. It's I'd call it like a beat 'em up style game from Hoyoverse. It's considered their, like, everyone calls it a Gooner game. It's not a Gooner game. Okay, it's kind of a Gooner game, but, like, I like it. Okay, it's fun. It is cute, aren't I? It's just my vibe. If you mean the eyes, it's I don't have any light in front of me. I'm just using the light of my like monitor. So it tends to look a little funky. I also wear glasses. So I think it's like reflecting some of the light. Yeah, I understand that the eyes are a bit funky. It's something that I've needed to fix for a while. Yeah, the monitor is a lamp, honestly. It's also watch, so I'm gonna take off my glasses, like my actual glasses. Here. Wish I had nailed here. They're off. And you'll notice that the eyes immediately stop doing that. I'm like 100% sure it has something to do with my glasses. But the issue is that if I don't wear these glasses, I'm about as blind as a bat. And I hate contacts because I hate putting my fingers near my eyes. I think it just something about it gives me the heebie-jeebies. I also think I look cuter with glasses. That's a me thing. So I think we just gotta live with this until I can figure out a way to stop it from doing that. That's a hi Fox. Hi. Oh yeah. I said we're gonna watch the intermission teaser for Minato so you guys can get an understanding of who we're drawing today. And then we're gonna start drawing him. Along with we have 3 other drawings we have to do. So it's not gonna be super detailed. We're gonna do that sketch style we did a few days ago. Someone just got restricted. If you guys don't want to have to deal with the chat filters over on TikTok, come over to Twitch. I let them say whatever the fuck I want. They get wild sometimes. Okay, studio mode, I do shit, whatever. I just have to fix it. It's there's a gap at the bottom on Twitch. Shut up. Shut up. Stop talking. Stop it. Don't call me out. Stop calling me out. There's a reason I pulled for him immediately. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm saying. My entire TikTok feed has literally just been him. For like... Literally? Like, exactly. It has been him and him alone for about, like... I want to say the past, like, 2 days. Since he came out, it has just been him everywhere. And I'm not complaining. I loved it. I got him in game exclusively so I could sit there and stare at him. Here, so let me get the let's get some rough photos. Oh yeah, here's let me pull it up on the actual. Let me actually import it here as well so you guys can see it. This is what he normally looks like in game. He's a fire character. He looks like a gacha character. He is. Zenless Zone Zero is a gacha game. That's why I said it took me. I got him in the first 30 pulls, but I did not get him since in the last 50 pulls, which is why I'm so pissed off. That's why I'm so mad. It's not that I didn't get him. It's that I got him once and not any other time. When I theoretically should have, like, if you do the math. Only 30 pulls is not that bad. You do pulls in batches of 10, and my first 10 pull was a rank engine, so not a agent, an engine, which is like a weapon basically. And then the second 10 pull was a Piper, who I don't want. I already had Piper. And then my next set was Minato. And then every single pull after that was just Piper. I did get the S rank character, who I'm not using, because I can't build with her either. I did like 80 pulls in the span of like 20 minutes. Not even. I had a bunch saved up. Literally just for his release. Because he got announced 3 updates ago. Like that's part of why I'm so frustrated. He was announced so long ago. How are you gonna emphasize? So here's my thought process. Is like we have like we have like a split here actually. We have 2 options. We go for like cutie pie Minato with like the little apron that he had. I think that would be cute. I think it would be cute to do the apron. Or we do like annoyed, angry Minato. Anyways, where he does like the he's wrapping his hand. Like that. I've if you go on Twitter right now and you look up Minato, it is almost exclusively him. It's art of him and only the apron, like nothing else. That's it. That's his entire tag right now. It's people being like, take off all the clothes underneath the apron. We just want just this. Either that or it's on the other side of this. We're on the other side. And it's him like all angry and sweaty. There's a reason people call Zenless Zone Zero Gooner game, okay? Okay. You know what I want to do? Wait, do you know about the Virgin Killer dress? This used to be a drawing trend a couple years ago. But it's a dress where it's like a sweater top and then it's off it's a tank top with a boob window on the front. But the big thing is that it's like cocktail dress length. And then the back of it is completely open. So there's no like it's just this front part and then then this wraps around your entire back. That's so the back is completely open. And this I think this is also goes all the way around. Could do that. There's so many options. But yeah, ZZZ, consistently always been Gooner game. I'm willing to admit that I play it because I'm a grown-ass adult who likes to look at grown-ass adults with obnoxious jiggle physics. Sue me. Kind of. It's kind of a fluffy cooking apron. The way it's supposed to be worn would be like, here, I'm just gonna get a front profile of just the torso, and then I'm gonna do a side profile of just the torso. Just so you can kind of like understand what the fuck I'm talking about. So you have the sweater top, the sweater bottoms that would go around your legs, and then where your arms would be right there. And there's like titty window here. But around the back, you still have the neck goes all the way around, and so is the bottom. But it basically goes like this. At the back. You still have titty window. So your entire back would be showing, along with like a little bit of booty. You know what I mean? Because your legs would be here. Your legs are like, it basically is covering just enough to cover your crotch. And like, that's it. That's what Virgin Killer Dress looks like. And now I'm definitely restricted on TikTok. Now I'm definitely restricted. It needs to be a drawing trying to put characters in it. I was thinking, like, I want an excuse to kind of get better at drawing buffer guys. I don't really draw them enough to... It's the same reason I drew Ghost a while back. Because I wasn't particularly good at it. Can be in the... Oh my god. Trust me, I don't think you're like, there's so much art. There's so much art. Twitter has had a fucking field day with this man. Since his design was released 2 updates ago. 3 updates, sorry. 3 updates ago. His design was released by the Zenless Zone Zero Twitter page. And ever since then, it has been non-stop. No, not that obsessed. A healthy level of obsession. Now, if you wanted to see me seriously obsessed with a character, you should have seen me like 3 years ago when Ito came out in Genshin Impact, when I was still playing that. That's proper obsession. Or like me with Silas. I honestly don't play enough ZZZ for that. I'll be obsessed for like probably a day or like a week tops. And then I'll probably go back to whatever new character is out, or Silas. Like, that's my realistic answer. My realistic answer is I'll probably be playing ZZZ for like a week or 2, and then I'll get sick of it again. That's part of having favorite characters. It's like you forget for a bit, and then you come back to the game, and you're like, fuck, that's why I like playing this game. That was me with Wuwa. When I came back to Wuwa for a bit, I was like, damn, that's why I liked playing Wuwa so much. Other than the fact that Wuwa was like actually fun. Wuwa is like an actually fun game. It just also is a Gruner game. Wait. I really should be doing this on the second layer. I should be doing this on the second layer. Alright. Because I want to figure out... This dude's like 99% like upper body. So I gotta make this shit wide. Trying to like also accommodate for his back. That pinch, like, dude, it is cinched. Like, that's just a triangle, man. He's cinched. He took off the pants. They're big enough. Dude, they're big enough to be. Holy crap. Oh my god. There's a section in the news story right now where your main character is running away from something, turns, and immediately face plants into them. I'm not joking. This is not me dicking around and like saying stuff I want to do. No, it's in the game. Your main character goes face to chest with Minato. Like, I'm thinking of like when dogs are annoyed. Like that. That's the kind of the pose I'm thinking of. Also, I'm tempted to go. Wish I had transform as a easier to access tool. Hey, look at him! Dude, it's all upper body strength. He's so tall in game too. Uh, one of these days, we'll actually like just play ZZZ on stream and I'll just show you guys. But like, he's just odd. ZZZ character design in general is like this. Like, I we'll just go through all the agents of the game at some point. I'll just show you guys what I mean. Like, it's just eye candy after eye candy, and then like, it's a Hoyoverse title, so there's some lolly bait, but honestly, I'm so used to it, and it's annoying. It's like genuinely so frustrating. But at the same time, it does lead to fun team comps like Jane Doe and her children. So, eh. Dude, I could probably make his shoulders wider and still be in character. Why did all my horny songs get played one after the other? Like while we're talking about him. I swear it knows. Let's zoom in on his hair. Stop. I'm just saying a guy who could do both. He's a man who could do both. I'd try it. I'm a picky eater. Oh shit. God, I need to rewatch this musical. It's so good. How bad I felt. Top's higher, actually. Here to here. I'm gonna have to just clean it up again anyway. So they just straight up cover his ears with the hair. I'm not liking this. Do I just is it a different pose thing that I'm thinking of? I just I gotta pull this. Kind of like feels trying to figure something out here. Like why I'm not fucking with it. Feels flat. Maybe I need to expand that out a bit. That's why I'm not liking it. His head's in a weird position. We're gonna redo the sketch. We're gonna redo the main sketch. It's a pose thing. I think I'm not liking the pose. Did I grab poses? I did, but it was only the one. Ah. I feel like I want up. That's this is something that I don't know how to explain to people. This circle to me looks like it's centered here. And I need to draw a circle that looks like it's looking up. And it's like, don't you decide that when you're drawing the line? No. Like this circle looks like it's tilted this way. Like I see it. I don't know how to describe this to people. I genuinely don't know how to describe it. Wait, actually I know what I want to do. There you go. I think that's better. As someone who's not an artist, I have no idea. Like, I don't know how to describe it. That's the weird thing. But if you ask people who draw, you say draw a circle looking a certain direction, they'll be able to do it without doing the line to show where center is. It's just one of those things where I don't know if it's like a style thing or it comes from picturing the drawing in your head. But if you said draw a circle looking to the left, I draw it differently than if you asked draw a circle looking to the right. Hey, Colos, hi! I show one clip of the plot relevant jiggle physics on Minato, and suddenly, that's the only thing I'm thinking of. Because you're right. I'm no better than a man. There was some very plot relevant jiggle physics, okay? Extremely plot relevant. I don't know if you could understand the story without them. Oh yeah, for context, Cola's here, we're just gonna keep this picture in the post. We're just gonna keep this picture. This is who we're talking about. This is the character I really wanted on Zenless Zone Zero. It is crucial to the current plot of the game that your main character is running from something. And they land right there. Face first. I almost did the Virgin Killer sweater. We're not doing that. I'm still tempted. We have not finished enough for me to truly be decided that we're not doing this. I'm tempted though. It is a temptation. It's real. I'm an artist, which means I have the power to put this man in whatever the fuck I want. That is a dangerous power to wield. And don't twinkle unless. Are these pecs not the size of mountains? Are these not the size of mountains? I don't think you've seen him in game then. Dude, he's tall. He's like really tall. Big boy. Excuse me, I have video evidence of them jiggling, okay? In his introduction video on the Hoyoverse site, he's bouncing on a bamboo pole so that way he could flatten noodles that he's making. And it is plot crucial that we have a whole 2 seconds of just jiggle physics. It's plot relevant. It's the same reason that it's plot crucial that it's implied that Jane Doe had sex with someone in hers. Like, plot. ZZZ plot, though, which means it's... she's just not plot at all. Yeah, plot. It's that kind of plot, you know what I mean? Plot. I joined it too. Me talking about ZZZ. This is like what every single conversation about ZZZ is like when you talk to people about it. It always goes, this is a Gooner game. No, it isn't. Evidence of it being a Gooner game. Okay, it is a Gooner game, but I like it. Calling you a Gooner. Like, this is exactly how every single conversation goes. Just be willing to admit that you play a game because the characters are hot and no other reason. You will be happier. See, I am normal and I play almost exclusively Overwatch now. RIP. Meanwhile, because I got a bit stressed, I decided to be extra annoying today. Oh, it's alright. It's fun. And when I decided we were drawing Minata today before stream, I already kind of like knew that this would be what would happen. Like, I knew that it would just be an entire stream of you guys calling me a gooner. Like, I like mentally prepared myself for this already. Altoid and chocolate milk and ew. I never said my best. Wait. I got a pal of mine to serve school chocolate milk with peppermint Altoid. Ugh. Nasty. Dang, that actually doesn't look awful. And I think I was gonna have to cover it up, but it actually looks fine. I want to do the whole... Nah, I don't. Tastes like mint chocolate ice cream, not gonna lie. I mean, people do. That is the one food combo you might actually convince someone to eat. Because like mint and chocolate is something that people eat normally. Just not in Altoids form. Like, it just feels so wide. Feels like one's longer than the other. Got something. I'm gonna fix the arm in. I'll fix the arm. That feels better. So, don't mind me. I'm using muscle tone to reference things. And I just want to get a better look at his arm. Needs to be a bit sharper. Give off that look. What I'm doing is I'm just drawing in muscle tone to kind of like just see where things are. Back to me, with the club is a man. I mean, you're kind of accurate. So he is a fire, like, attuned character, which means that when you play him in game, he uses fire as like a part of his ability kit. He's not gonna be Nikki with the. It's for a reason. I'm trying to figure out things. Give me a second. Trying to figure out muscles. It's easier to start like this. Not just for me. Yeah, he does he's able to like snap his fingers and it like sparks. Do you realize how bro, a C is not these are D's bare minimum. The bare minimum D's. Okay, we have the body shape. I need to clean this though. Bro, he's pushing a G. There was someone when he first came out, someone was like, does he need to wear a bra? They're that big. However, knows damn well what they're doing. Let me make this abundantly clear. Not a single design in ZZZ is made to like without like at least some intentionalness about it. Like they know, especially the female characters. No, and cheat cup. I wouldn't be surprised if someone's drawn him in one though. The internet's a big place, okay? I'm looking for character details. Okay. I'd like to use this. It's actually fairly clean. So we're gonna draw... I don't do this often. We're gonna draw outfits on top. Honestly, most people post their crap to Twitter. It's like all on Twitter now. Alright, I'll quit it. I'll quit it for a bit. I'll quit it for a bit. We're gonna stop. This is getting out of hand. Oh, shit. Wrong one. I do also want to clean this up, and then I want to clean up his hands as well. Ah. We're gonna quit it for a bit. We're gonna cut it out. Yeah. Thank you. We're gonna cut it out for a bit. You can be normal about this. I don't know. That's why we're drawing it like this. So sometimes I start a drawing with an outfit in mind, sometimes I don't. And when I don't, I will do this little trick where basically I draw the character as if they're either wearing very little or nothing. And I get the muscle tone down because just in case I draw them in something more revealing, it's already there. But if I draw them in something less revealing, then I can cover it with no issue. Kind of gives me the freedom to play like dress up with the character, if that makes sense. I can kind of sit there and just keep trying stuff and trying stuff and trying stuff until I like it. It also lets me do all the outfits on a separate layer. That's why we're cleaning so much of this sketch. So that way I can have as clean of a slate as possible. Oh, yeah. Oh shit, wrong color. There we go. Alright. Honestly, one of them actually got in. Congratulations. You actually made it through. You do. There we go. Probably they get caught. Yeah, that kind. I'm kind of used to it over on Twitch. People have been just sending those VBot scam things for years. I thought I had got most of them blocked, but I gotta add their RUs now. It's like under. Like that's. This thumb would be up. You still see his thumb. I'm like actually doing the pose with my hands. That's why it might like look weird for a second. Unfortunately, it's an issue with ever. Yeah. Funny thing is, like, I don't really see stuff like that on TikTok. I more see people being like, they'll come in and then they ask you, like, what's the biggest gift you have ever gotten? And then you answer and they just don't do anything. I don't know if it's that botting just isn't as popular, or maybe, unlike on Twitch, where bots go to small streamers, they might be going to bigger streamers. No. So I mean, I'm trying to figure out. I think it'll look better once I add like gloves or something. Oh god. Did they get massive? Hi, Papas. Hi. Thank you for Harvey. Thank you for Go Popular as well. I'm gonna clean them up. I'm gonna clean them up. Is that right up there, actually. That, I think. Hands are hard. Let's say in Discord. 7 to 8? Dang. Wait a minute, let me look. Holy shit. You just forgot the thing in the garden? We used to have a garden at my place. We stopped doing it because it's just a hassle. Which, like, it takes time and effort. And, like, we just didn't have that. I'm gonna move this back. It looks weird. Right? They just feel tiny. Like, shove it up. Oh. There we go. And wish our strawberries were growing because I love eating the strawberries and freezing them in my water. We have wild strawberries that used to grow in our lawn because we didn't place on any grass. We just kind of like, if a plant showed up, we just left it there. And it's allowed for so many wild, like, native plants to take root there. But the fucking birds get to them first. Hey, Jeremiah. Hi. Thanks for popping in over on Twitch. Oh, it's almost your birthday. Oh my goodness. Happy early birthday. I think that's better. The temptation to go. So you have that as an option. Then there's Thank you for the heart me over on TikTok. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, stretch. Oh shit. Oh my god. Hopefully we'll have enough time to finish everything today. We have so many drawings to do. I'm unshripping. I'm unshripping. We might have to push some drawings back to the next day. You know, I'm also tempted to do that. Thank you for the confetti. Hmm. Thank you. Those are compression shirts. I'll hydrate too. I got water. Don't worry. Hmm. I don't know. No. Hmm. I mean, I wanna. it's better. I don't know. See, like, there's a part of me that's like embarrassed, right? Is this angry or are we embarrassed? I hate hands. I hate hands so much, and I struggled. I'm struggling so bad with his hands. See, this has to get changed now too. So a part of me wants to give him the hand wraps. You know what I mean? And then I want to give him the necklace he wears here. For sure. Definitely want to give him the necklace he wears. I'll give him that. It looks like he's doing a tsundere. It's as far as I know, it's. I think that's how you spell it. I have to go back to Talia, man. He's one who actually knows Japanese. I think that's how you say it. Okay, thank you. And then like there's a part of me that says like you have free will. We can thank you. Thank you, Riders, for the heartbeat. Thank you so much. The part of me says you have free will. Just do the apron, right? But like we're knocking the full enjoyment out of the apron here. Yeah, we also have that shirt that he wears later in that episode with the no bone on it. Could do that. Um, fuck, man. I didn't think this was gonna take so long. I think it was gonna be like we do something silly, we draw him, and then like that was gonna be the end of it. We'd keep going. Fuck, man. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. What do we do? What do we do? Fuck, man. I didn't think about this. I thought this was gonna be like fairly easy. I don't want to do a standard outfit. I don't think it really looks as much like a apron if we don't do the full body. The other part. Same with if we do like the compression shirt, you don't get the most out of it without doing like the sweats with it. We should have done full body. Mm, mm, mm. Maybe. Oh my god, we've done this entire whatever. Uh. mm. Other thing is, I know we did this last time we drew a guy, but like You know what I mean? Then I can... This is kind of the vibe I'm thinking. And then maybe we do this in like black. That? See, this is why we draw the muscle tone first, and then the outfit on top of that. Made my life a little easier, at least for drawing the outfit itself. Oh. There! We figured it out! Oh, it like took forever. Alright, so I do want to focus. So I think there's some details here we missed. Alright. And then... Is that... Okay. So above. Okay. There we go. And then along chest where they really show up. Okay, what's up? Okay. So it's like, see, like it starts at its collarbone though. It'd be like starting here and working its way down. That. But if we're doing I'm just gonna use the point here to show where it ends. That. There we go. Making sure I'm not missing details. All right, and then it goes up his neck a little bit. That. Okay, that's part of his outfit. And then the tail, you're not gonna be able to see here. All right. Here we are. Womp. Like 1 pixel right along the bottom. And it pisses me off every single time, so I just gotta. There we go. All right. I think it's actually all set for color. I kind of just want to do what we've done in the past, where I'm just going to do that watercolor look in black and white to just add value on top. Mainly because I only got... We've already spent 2 hours on this one drawing because I was being impatient. And like indecisive. I just couldn't figure it out. So it draws our time. Yeah, fuck it. There we go. Look like this. Forgive. There you go. It's barely noticeable. Okay, stuck like this. This, no, no. Someone burned water. Tell it. Oh my god. We've had this conversation once on stream. I think Cola said like he burned water once, and I was like, how? How do you burn water? Based on 3 seconds of research I did, it's the minerals and other stuff that's naturally in the water getting burned, thus making it burnt water. No, it's burnt minerals. Is that not like burnt salt and like sulfur and like all the other shit that's in water? That's what's burning. It's not the water itself. The water, by the time it starts burning, it's already evaporated. Like, it's not there anymore. Like, okay, we get salt, we get sea salt from boiling away the, water from, water is in one ingredient soup. Like, and so if we get sea salt by just, like, evaporating the water from the ocean and cleaning that and getting salt, then that's not like it's, and we don't consider that water anymore. We consider it salt after all the water has been evaporated away. You can't burn water. I think it's the same thing. If it's no longer called water after the water gets evaporated, and therefore you can't burn water because the water isn't there anymore. Also, I'm someone who thinks water is wet, so I don't know. We've already had the is water wet conversation on stream, though. It is. I don't care what any of you guys say. Not a single one of you fuckers is gonna change my opinion on this. The one I always ask, like asking people, is if you guys watch Jay Shaw, you've already heard this question actually. The definition of wet is surrounded by water. Yes. So if water is surrounded by more water, therefore the water is always touching itself. Therefore, water wet. Oh shit. The water technically cannot surround itself. It just gets bigger and yet so you add more water to it. I mean, if we have little water molecules, here, I'll even. They're close enough to be touching. They bump into each other sometimes. That's what makes sure it's still a liquid and not a solid because they're moving around and touching. So if the definition of wet is to be touching water and water is constantly touching water, water wet. Fuck you, I'm right. I also find it very funny just pissing you guys off, so. You'll never know if this is an actual belief of mine or if I'm just screwing with you guys. Honestly, I see the argument for both sides. There is an argument for both sides. Saying water not wet, the argument basically just boils down to you need water to make things wet, water itself is not inherently wet. And then water is wet side says, because water is constantly touching itself, water wet. Because like the feeling of wetness comes from water. Therefore, water always feels wet. Is the other part of it. The one I always tell people is, do you think there are more doors or more wheels in the world? I've never heard that. Something cold makes you feel wet. Funny enough, humans cannot feel wetness. They can only feel the change of temperature caused by water. So, water wet. Because wetness is temperature change. I feel like you just proved the point. If we use that as a definition for wet, then water wet. Both hot and cold is wet. True. Oh, look at him, he's cute. Okay. Twice. Oaxaca. 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 Ah! Who threw that? Who threw that? Did Tits get the message? I'm going to bed early tomorrow. Have a great rest of your stream. Thank you. Someone subbed and I didn't. I think they just it hasn't said the thing yet. Aw, thank you for the headpants. I'll do it in a second. It's fine. There we go, down there. There we go. There we go. This. Right? It's wait. No, because I would have showed up in Oh wait, no, those 4 days. What the hell? Whatever. Why did that heart get thrown? Who sent it? And since it's not, if you don't send the message along with a sub, it doesn't like tell me you subbed. I don't think so. It's not there. Weird. So that's how the single hearts get thrown. It is like subs. Eh, I don't know. Weird. Oh crap! Wait, well, that's been there the whole time. Shit. That was supposed to be there. There we go. It wasn't the big bulk one that I had for TikTok. It wasn't that. I don't know where that was. I wanna gonna be fixed. Give me a second. Here we go. I'm just gonna do one thing. Should think I want yeah, that's what I'm looking for. That's so lovely. Lovely. It's gonna annoy the crap out of me if I did not fix that. Actually, wait. There we go. There we go. He cute. Yeah, right here. Ain't he cute? Save. And we will export that. I'm like 4 minutes over. Really, I'm a whole hour over what I really wanted, but I can't be too picky. That's animal traits done. Next. Oh no. Alright, I'm gonna use the bathroom and then I'm gonna be right back because this is this is gonna be fun. Give me a second. Be right back. There we go. I'm back. All right, let's get. I forgot. First OC. God, let me. I gotta check my art archives now. Would have been. Had to have been the first couple years. How old of art do I have saved? It's like mine. I even have to grab my sketchbooks. Also trying to remember. I know some of them weren't like some of the drawings I have in here aren't OCs. Trying to think of the first one. And I don't want to have to like my other issue is I might there's a long time of me creating OC okay. It was not uncommon for people to use others' art to create OCs years ago. You would take someone else's art, you'd give it a name, write like character for it and say like this is my OC. And I'm trying to think because that's where a lot of my first OCs came from. I didn't draw my first ever OC until like I think I was like 16. My first really drew one. I might have art of those OCs. Let me. The other part is a lot of them are sadly lost. Sadly, so many of them are lost because they were all being held on they were all being held on Amino, and I stopped using Amino years ago. I definitely don't know. I left Amino groups all the time. I wouldn't be surprised if I just don't have them anymore. Like they're just straight up gone. The other parts, I did a lot of fan art. I drew mostly fan art for the first few years of being an artist. I might going through a lot of this old shit. It's like so much. I love all the drama screenshots I have in here of like really petty drama that was going on at the time. God, it's so funny. I might have to grab like my physical sketchbooks and look there. The other thing, I'm gonna have to get those. I don't. I don't know if I have any. Like, I'm trying to think of like I'm trying to remember the age bracket as well that I would have been in when I made it. This is also an excuse me to look at some of my very old artwork. The only reason I'm not showing it on stream is because like it was like it would mega uber dox me. So I have to scroll through my personal photos to find all of it. The other part is I have so much like it was so common for people to save every single piece of art that they liked. Like we're getting there. Hey, I don't have Eddie. God, that's so. Oh my god. It's more fan art, more fan art, more fan art. I got okay. Finally started posting art online 2017. Don't post my first OC though. Hey later. Holy crap. Still nothing. Oh my god. Very cute picture of my cousin. Okay. There's a this is also my excuse to look at some very cute photos. My right when I got my phone was when my little cousin was born. So I have a lot of pictures of him in here as well. It's cute. God, I was doing so much fan art. I had like no OCs. I drew like no OCs that were like original. I don't want to do one of the ones I just wrote something for because that to me it's not really like I feel like it's cheating. First cosplays, more fan art, more fan art. Like I wasn't like I never did stuff like Warrior Cats or other like fandoms that encouraged like OC creation. I was in a lot of fandoms where like and this was also there was a time in fandom culture where um OCX canon wasn't sorry. OCX canon wasn't it was like kind of frowned upon. Why? I really don't know. I really don't understand why people were so up in arms about OCX canon. But like it was frowned upon for a while. I wasn't ever at a point where I wanted to make any. It's me drawing someone else's OC though. That was my friend's OC I drew. Stop mine. Bro. I know I was drawing for so long, but it's like fan art, fan art, fan art, fan art, which like that's okay. That's not a bad thing. It made me want to draw to do fan art. And that's kind of what mattered. Was to be drawing anything at all. It doesn't necessarily need to be like quote unquote original. You know what I mean? It just needs to be whatever makes you happy. Do I have any? Ah! Hi! Hi! Thank you for the braid! Coral, hi! Hello, everybody who came in. Thank you so much. What you guys doing? Here, let me give you a shout out. Yeah. Silk Song. Ooh. How'd it go? There you go. Yeah, I'm trying to find we're a couple days behind on this prompt list, but I'm trying to get a photo of my first ever OC, and that is harder than you think. As someone who used to draw almost exclusively fan art for the first few years that she was an artist. So it's this one right here we're on. We need to do that, first attempt at a new style, and a reclaimed insecurity today. Which I don't think we're gonna get through all of it. I think we're gonna get to here and maybe this one. And we're gonna run out of time. But like, it's whatever. Oh, terrible. Oh, my first OC was a furry. I'm trying to find it. Because I was predominantly a fan artist and a RPer, which meant that all of my OCs used other people's artwork. Because that's how it just was at the time. And I can't find any info on these OCs I had created with other people's art because I'm not on the site that I wrote all of that work on anymore. I was on Amino, and that's where I hosted all of those characters. So they're all kind of lost. I'm not on Amino anymore. I deleted my account. For good reason. For good reason. So I'm like sitting here scrolling through all of like every single photo I've ever saved on Google Photos. Yeah, I was an Amino kid. I was there for LPS. This is gonna be painful. I joined for the Undertale Amino. And then I stuck around for the Septiplier Amino. You can judge me now. Oh, and I was also friends with Hetalia and Homestucks. And I was in the Voltron one. It's just I not judge me for that. Admittedly, I was like, it was I was so young when I joined Amino. I was so young. I was in like 6th grade. Like, okay, so I can find like the aesthetic photos I used for some of these. More Homestuck fan art. I genuinely don't have one. Oh no. It's like it sucks. There's like nothing here. CRINGEtober sounds more difficult than No No November. CRINGEtober is basically just outing yourself to all of your friends as a DGen for years. I was in college when you joined. I I had a friend in middle school tell me that there was an Undertale Amino, and it was a place where like people shared fan art and they role played. And I was like, that's cool. I want to join. That was probably the worst decision I ever made in my whole life. Okay, I think we're almost there. I'm finally seeing art of something vaguely original. We're almost there. Come on. Finally, we found one. I found one. I found one. Finally. It's right next to Human Bill Cipher artwork too. Oh my god. Josh, I gotta pull it up. I was scrolling on my phone to make it faster. So now I gotta get on my computer. It won't take too long. So, okay, I'm looking at the art, trying to remember. It looks like this was the beginning of my Steven Universe phase. It was in June. A couple days before this. There it is. Okay. I drew a bunch of other art that day, it looks like, but All right, we got a photo. We got the photo. Let me import it. So, welcome. This is from 2017. God, I could point out everything right here. So at the time, I wasn't using any basic shapes other than for the head. I wasn't using any. And you can tell. Girlie's neck is too wide. Here. Here. Use the... Her neck's too wide. What is this? Where boob? Where, like, not just that her chest is flat. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying, where does her titty end? Titty end somewhere. And then sharp, like, huh? Next, the wrist. Wrist go. But also, rest of finger. And hip bump. No. Hip go, hip dip. Not just whoop. Huh? Belly button slightly lower. Where ribs? Where are her ribs? Arm bend inward slightly at shoulder. I could go on forever. What the there should be a line there. Her head is like just like her head's so flat. I definitely should have added like a bit more like, but even if I wanted it to look wet, add some more like dimension to it. Doesn't really overlap anywhere. God, look at my old art. It makes me want to talk. Also, the girly, where are your feet? They're like little nubbies. But yeah, this is what we're gonna redraw. I love doing this though. Part of growing as an artist is being able to critique your old work. Don't. That didn't happen. That that's just from earlier. Right, there we go. I gotta go now. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you, Carl, and thank you again for the raid. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful night. Means the world. So, if I remember correctly, I also have a couple other. I did one other drawing of this girl seemingly that day. And it looks like she had like water powers. So maybe we'll work with that somehow. I'm thinking like, wait, actually, I'm thinking like, whoop, like, Like that. But like, I gotta scrunch it and make us all look like shit. And then like, we'll put like a haze over top the whole thing to make it look like she's underwater. Put like little bubbles. That way it looks like she's like actually underwater. I'd even actually, where's my, that's kind of what I'm thinking here. There we go. That's kind of what I'm thinking here. Cause she was like, I don't even I'm trying to remember stuff about her. I don't even have a name on the drawing. And in the other photo, there's no there's no like name either. So I don't have too much info. And if it was in 2017, I would have been, remind me. This is zero burn. 2004, baby. I would have been 13. I would have been 13 years old when I made her. I feel like I've grown a lot as an artist since then. Oh, yes, his emotes are so cute. I always love seeing everyone's emotes. They're adorbs. It does swoop to side, so I can be lazy, right? I only got so much time. I've been drawn for a few I've been drawn for a few years back in high school. They're so cute. Yeah, it took me some time to get back into art, and this is like kind of part of that whole process is like I kind of thought like, oh, I can do this challenge and it'll kind of force me to draw more. And it's a way for me to like talk about my art journey as well. And all the time and effort that took. Like I said, I've been drawing for years and I you go through phases of like wanting to draw a ton and then wanting to draw never. I think that's just like a part of enjoying art. I forgot I had this song. I forgot I had this. I can't listen to this shit without thinking of all the memes of this song and the dance and the girl being like, I'm doxing you. I'm kind of getting back into drawing too. The only drawings I do is copying, not tracing over it. Honestly, if you're drawing, that's what matters. There was a serious time where, you know, I literally have photos of this when I was digging through. I saw it. Where, like, I was just using, like, free to use bases or straight up tracing others' art. Or redrawing other people's art without tracing it. And to me, that is a important part of learning to draw. A lot of that, of me like tracing other people's art or redrawing other people's art, was also how I developed my own style, along with a lot of art tutorials. I think that's like an important step. It's also why I kind of encourage people to like, hey, like, don't post your art on the internet for a few years or ever if you really don't want to. The internet can be a really mean place, especially to like beginner artists. I always recommend that, like, hey, like, just skip it. You don't need to create art for anyone but yourself if you don't want to. And the less that you post your art on the internet, the less you'll feel pressure to like continue on certain, like, do certain trends or like make sure your art looks a certain way or anything like that, or be like mad that, or like worried about like tracing and shit like that. Ads on rip. I'm just drawing it. It'll be covered anyway. Redrawing is the word I'm looking for. Yeah. Allow yourself to just redraw other people's art, or like, if you think tracing is going to help, then trace. I promise it is not the end of the world. I promise it's not the end of the world if you trace someone's art one time. Copying sounds ugly. What matters is that you're practicing. And we've had this, especially since I've been doing this drawing challenge, a lot of people have asked, like, how do you get so good? It's just practice. I've always been like a very staunch believer in the art is not a talent, it's a skill. And that the inherent talent that people think artists have is just a drive to want to draw. And that's what sets people apart and makes them think that they can't draw, is they don't have drive. But you build drive by drawing things that you like. It's in my opinion. My pride won't let me. Yeah, have pride in your work, man. Skill sounds better than talent. Yeah, because it is a skill. Oh, thank you for the follow as well. I mean, it is a skill. Again, this was my art at 13. I'm 21 now. Like, I've gotten better because I practiced and I never stopped drawing. Nice. I wanna. Can I do a little cheat? I just. I breathe. Not cheating. I think. Not cheating if I say it isn't. My brother picked a hard drawing from Attack on Titan. Couldn't say no. Ah, that's sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna be saying okay. All right, so merge that down. And then we'll do what we did for the last drawing we did today, where I'll put the clothing on top. So it's I want to do what we did for something like this. That maybe? See, this is why we do all this shit on a different layer. I think like that. And then she had a single band. On the arm. And then a necklace, some sort of like pearl necklace. And then the hair had like, she did actually have shoes. I think just because I didn't want to draw, I didn't know how to draw bare feet at the time. So admittedly, because I'm also streaming on TikTok, maybe it's a good thing I don't draw feet. No feet, because TikTok. Honestly, I don't trust them, okay? I don't trust my TikTok chat sometimes when it comes to that shit. Admittedly, they were the most normal when we were drawing Minato earlier, so I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm giving them a bad rap. Or maybe they are consistently whack. Saying some absolutely wild shit over on TikTok. It's insane. They've done some really freaky shit. Oh yeah, if you draw digitally and you haven't seen this tool already, I'm about to blow your mind. Take it. Done. Not quite done because it doesn't quite get everywhere, but oh yeah, it doesn't see it. Okay. It's probably because it has this little open gap here. It's still faster than doing this manually, by the way. Cleaning it up is still somehow faster. Like, than just coloring it normally. So nice. It's such an amazing tool. I found it years ago off, I think it was like a TikTok or a YouTube video or something. Immediately got it for Clip Studio, never looked back. Found digitally, but nice. Yeah, it's so nice. I used to draw traditionally, obviously, but I swapped mainly because of tools like this. That and I just found it was, as I got older, it was the more convenient way to draw. I still, like, if I'm gonna draw portably, I just bring, like, my iPad. Admittedly, I don't love drawing on iPad either, but that's because I just don't like Procreate, and I don't feel like paying the subscription service for Clip Studio on there, because I bought this version outright, and I stuck with this version specifically because I did not want the subscription. I don't like subscription models for software like this. That's why I don't use Photoshop. Also because like fuck Adobe. But also because I don't like subscription services. So I try to stick to single use pay, like single pay services when possible. Another another drawing I'm doing, I'll use digital for the colors to fix little errors. Should honest my when I swapped to digital, I didn't realize like how much I had been missing out on by only drawing traditionally. There it is. Sorry. I don't always color like this, but because we have to do so many drawings in one day, I've been doing this just so we can get drawings out a little faster. I'm basically just creating value using black and white, and then I'm using either overlay, soft light, or color, remember right, for the blend mode to be able to put color on top of that value. It actually works really well. It's just because we have like, I have so many drawings to do. I don't even think we're gonna get through them all though. Because even if I finish this drawing in the next 10 minutes, I'd still have to get 2 more done in that hour. That would be, each drawing could only be 30 minutes. It would probably just lead to very quick drawings or very shitposty drawings like the Teto drawing we did at the very end. Um, on Monday. What was it, Monday? I think it was last week. Still looks good, but I'll wait for the money to buy a tablet and tablet pen, whatever it's called. That depends on what kind you want to go for. If you have a PC, I'd actually recommend you buy like a Huion or an X Pen, and those actually come with the tablet and the pen. Depending on the model you get, can actually kind of cheap. I know the cheapest Huion is, I think like 30-50 bucks, if I remember right, but that doesn't come with a second like screen. The one I'm using does come with a second screen. Oh, sorry. Comes with a second screen. Paper-like texture on top of that. Tons of extra nibs for your pen. It's awesome. And there's more expensive ones too. Yeah. As long as you're okay with you'd have to be looking up at your main monitor and drawing with your other hand. So you can't be looking down like shrimped like I am over top your drawing. It keeps your head tilted upwards, which is probably better for you. But my muscle memory wants to look down at the thing my pen's on. I have one that's flat, round, flash. Yeah, it's supposed to be straight up water. Okay. So not any better than if I did this on a second layer. Now, a second layer, I could actually clean it. actually... See, it goes underneath, though. Do I just do a separate layer on top of the hair? There we go. Oh, that's a... Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. It's where it lines up perfectly. Alright. So I want to try something. It's part of why I love Clip Studio as a program. There we go. Alright. Just to get that look of the blue streaks. And then... I don't know, I just realized first attempt is supposed to be first attempt at a new style. We're definitely going to push off insecurities for tomorrow. We're definitely going to push that off then. I'm definitely not gonna have time for that. I'm trying a new style. I wanted to try the that jelly art style. I don't know damn well it's gonna take forever. The amount of blending that's necessary to do that style right. Oh my god, I'm gonna be there all fucking day. I forgot which app I'll use for digital, but I think I'll use Ibis Paint. I've heard good things about Ibis. I personally never used it, but I also didn't draw on a mobile device for a long time. I started doing digital art on my PC where Ibis just isn't an option. I started with the Medibang Paint and then shifted to Clip Studio once I was able to buy it. Hi, Carlos. Hello, hello. I swapped to Clip Studio like pretty. It took a while actually. Yeah, it took a little bit before I swapped. So I have friends who like swear by Ibis, but I just never used it. Ah. I'll hydrate, I'll hydrate, I'll hydrate. It's fine. Alright. Oh, crap. There we go. There we go. Some of my sister uses too. Yeah, some people absolutely swear by ride or die for it. And I've heard some good stuff. I've tried it. I didn't love it, but I tried it after I had swapped to drawing on my PC. So I feel like I'm not its target audience at this point. The other one I used, the few times I drew on mobile, was Autodesk Sketchbook. But I would not wish that hell on anybody. So don't use that shit. That's awful. You ever feel like you're being socially awkward by caring too much? Yes, that is first. Yes, that's a very normal feeling to have. But also, no, you're not being caring too much is not a bad thing. I think that's a better way to put this. It is not a bad thing to care about people. Life hurts. Welcome to the club. Life just is like that. There we go. Do I have enough time to... I really don't have enough time to do color. I can do like quick color. Let me folder up the value. We put all the values on one, so that way I can clip that whole thing. Our color looks about right. And then probably soft light. Ooh, hopefully you did good. I remember when I had to take my SAT. Sure, no, different test. But when I had to take that, me and like a bunch of my friends, the people doing the SAT didn't like they thought we hadn't paid to take the test, and a bunch of us are standing there like, no, we have the receipts, we have like the payment confirmations, we paid to take this test, where's our stuff? What ended up happening was they had a server issue, and a whole bunch of people who had paid for their tests after a certain date just didn't get added to the tally. They were pissed off. I remember I called my dad about it. I was like, Dad, they said they don't have my test. What's going on? Oh my god. Some of the parents, they threw a fucking fit. Because it's expensive to take that test. Got 27 on my pre, so I ain't worried. Oh yeah, you'll be fine. Of course, the year after I take all my SAT, my ACT, the next year's batch, whole bunch of kids get caught cheating. Fuck ton of them get caught cheating. Because the answers got posted on the internet, like, I think like 2 days before the exam. The whole thing. Everyone had to redo their test. Sucked. They had a gas leak during mine. Holy crap. I was like, hi, Tiffy. It's been ages. I also get a super score since I'm taking it twice technically. Ooh. Sorry, babe. Okay. Yeah, to see. Rapid. Hypnotized. Been a while. Just you got a new mic? Is that what 4K to be? Yeah, it did. Technically it's an older mic. I just got a new cable for it. I didn't have the cables for my nice mic, so I couldn't use it for a long time. But I got the cables. It's working great. Finally not using that webcam mic anymore. I know you guys hated. I liked it. It was scuffed. Aw. Maybe I'll see if I could set up the old one as like funny mic. And you guys will be able to toggle it or something. Scores. My best scores for each subject is what matters. I probably failed math, but I know I passed the English and science. Ooh. Where's my... Here we are. Do we have a watercolor blender? Yes, wet blender. Yep. There we go. There she is. 13 years later. You like drawing? Yes. We're doing for context, we are doing CRINGEtober, which is a drawing challenge where you have to draw every single day based off of a prompt. Have I tried drawing blind? Oh god damn it. Sadly, I'm actually sitting fairly close to my my drawing tablet. There's maybe about 6 inches in between me and the tablet. And I tend to sit super close to my back hunched. So if I drew without my glasses, it really wouldn't be that bad. It's when it's my desk sits about a foot and a half away from me, give or take, obviously. That's what's bad. About a foot and a half, I start not being able to see anything. Yeah, here, let me pull up that photo again. Keep a beanie. Aww. So the prompt for a couple days ago was redraw a piece of your old art. So this is from this is a piece of art that I drew. Here. I drew this when I was 13 years old. It's my first ever OC. A minute more. I remember I drew this during class. 13 years old me, 21 years old me. This is what I mean when I say that art is a skill. 13 years old, 21 years old. And this is me doing it while on a time limit. If I had all day to do this drawing, it probably would look nicer. Okay, let's sign it. We'll sign it right in our belly. Alright. So that is day 14. Done. Because yes, we are that far behind. That's 14. Let me export that for you guys so you can see in the Discord server after stream today. Alright. So. Oh shit, wait, undo that one. That's our prompt. This is our prompt list. So, we've done all of this. The one we just finished. That was the first OC I could find, by the way. Was that a drawing of you? Oh, it's exclamation point socials. That's how you get to the Discord. Sorry. It brings you to a card link and you can get to the Discord from there. But it was a drawing of my first ever OC that I could find. And was something I drew, not something else someone else drew, sorry. Sadly, because of how I built my OCs when I was younger, a lot of them are lost. I only ever kept their ref sheets on Amino, and the artwork of them was other people's artwork. So I really don't know, like, anything about them, which sucks. This was the first one I could find that I drew. I knew it was an OC of mine. Thanks, of course. Yeah. Make sure you click on the green check box in the rules channel, or else you won't get let in. So we have an hour to do first attempt, which means a first attempt at something new. Is what that means. So I was originally sorry. W song choice, thank you. Oh yeah, we finally have if you want to listen to the music I listen to on stream, I have a stream playlist as well on that same socials link. My original plan was to do the jelly art style for this, which would have been that it's super pretty. Let me see if I can pull up like a reference photo of what I'm talking about. It's this like super detailed, very like soft art style. Can I use anyone else's art actually as a reference for this? Can I get like a full body thing? Here, this will work. Oh my. But it's all this one chick's art. Fuck it. Thanks for the playlist info too. Of course. Yeah, that's why I posted, because everyone's like, oh my god, your playlist. It's just my personal playlist, admittedly. But yeah, this. I have wanted to draw like this for so long. Lizzie, I draw to draw. Come draw. You don't even have to do an art challenge the way I have. Just draw something. It's important. Makes you better. It's such a departure from my style, though. It's so pretty. Like, I love this style. It's so pretty looking. I mean, I can start an attempt right now, and then we'll go from there. Let me actually import this so I can have it up as a reference. We're not gonna be drawing her. We're just gonna be using that style. I can tell it's us. I'd rather actually start fairly zoomed in and then scale from there. Then I'm already not liking it. I think let me. And then thing is that I feel like the way that so many girls do this style as well is that they just are like chucking color, kind of feels like. I'm gonna have to. I might even art study this after stream because. Basically, I'm gonna watch videos of people doing this style. Then the other part is the theme is first attempt. Oh, sorry. I just hit the I hit the mic. I hit the mic. If see, if we put things off, I'm gonna have to do another thing where we do 3 today. We have to do 1, 2, 3. What should I go? I was gonna keep trying. Yeah, instead of trying small, we're gonna start large. And that's it. Anything is the eyes, I think I'm not really seeing. Like, how do you sketch that? See? Yeah. You've been live for more than 3 hours now? Yep. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Is the more like, it's how you draw eyes in realism sometimes. So I'm kind of thinking of doing that. And it's like the lashes. Then like that maybe. I don't know. It feels like it's too large and like so detailed. I don't. Ugh. This is gonna be the most painful one I do probably. What am I missing? What am I missing about it? I think maybe because I'm looking at like the final. The reason I like the style so much. Maybe. Wait. So the way that people tend to do this, I've noticed, is that they just build on top. Like, as almost if you're painting. Maybe I can, like, we skip a face until after our eyes start putting out color. Maybe? Wait. A lot of these, they'll have, like, hmm. I'm, like, trying to figure something out. I'm figuring something out. Alright. So I'm laying out positions for everything. So that way, going to jump right to your thick paint. That's what I'm looking at. Not gouache though. That's the mixing brush. Dry gouache, then I think in oil paint. Oh, wrong side. So they like just dump color. Then, so if I wanted to decide what hair, I would just like this. Very fun because I'm not the best at painting, but I don't. We're gonna keep going until the end of stream, and if it looks like shit, then it looks like shit. Alright, I'm gonna try, because this is a much more comfortable position for my head. Kind of looks like they basically just are using I posted my drawing on the art section of Discord. Let me see, let me see. Let's see, let's see, let's see. My head break too. Oh, it's cute. So if I grab an in-between color here. Ah, okay. Hi! Hi, Root Bear. How you doing? I'm struggling here. So I'm gonna take this color here, lighten, and oh, it's gonna be fun. Right, the shape of the eye white, right? 1 to add color of your eye itself. See, it has this like, they have like this line. It's like they're still doing a sketch though. I don't know. Like as if they're like painting in art. Uh, I thought I got it for a second. Now I'm right back to not getting it. Ugh. Oh shit. Wait. There you go. I just double clicked it. If anything, if anything. If anything. We can take the rest of the stream today to do just like some yapping. While thank you for the rose. Thank you. While I either figure out like I'll put off this and technically what should have been today's drawing for tomorrow. We'll do 3 drawings tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you. Because either I'm gonna do like a different style or I'm gonna take tonight to like basically just style study this specific like look, and I'll figure out a way to do this. It's almost Halloween. I know. I'm so excited. That's like I'm seriously struggling to even get like a sketch done. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So either tomorrow you'll see me trying out a different style for this prompt. This prompt here, first attempt. Or maybe we're gonna do something different. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, though, let me... If we're gonna do YouTube and Yap, you know what the perfect thing we can do? To do smile friend style? Oh god. You'd be shocked how much like thought goes into that style. Wait, oh shit, it's just a trailer. Okay. I was about to say, like, did it come out? No, it's just more teasers. Okay. Yeah, a whole bunch of good music just came out though, so awesome. Thank you. Okay. A whole bunch of really good music just came out, so let's... Should be... Wait. Da-da. We are actually out of time. Gotta refresh that page. But thank you so much everyone for coming out. Seriously. Means the absolute world. We will we're gonna have 3 drawings to do tomorrow because my lazy ass could just could not figure out that style for the life of me. So we're still a few days behind, but we're less behind. So that's something. I don't really get the visuals, honestly, even while I was reading the English subs. Honestly, sometimes music videos, like music video visuals, just gotta be pretty. And that's okay. It's just suddenly quiet again. I turned that up. There we go. I know I randomly got quiet. Like, sometimes these music videos just gotta be pretty, man. Why is GDQ with HBO Max? What? So weird. I've never seen that before. Let's see who's live doing art, though. What the fuck? Sometimes I scroll by and I see, like, oh, let's see what, like the recommendeds from Twitch. Sometimes you see just like the weirdest shit. People stream anything. I love it though, it's funny. Oh my god, yeah. Have you ever gone through the VR chat tag as well? As someone who's played VR chat, y'all wild. I don't understand how y'all are still up. Like, holy shit. How are you still on this site? VR chat streamers scare me. They scare me too. I don't understand how people get away with it. I've streamed VR chat once or twice. It's like, it's like a 50-50 split of people going around public lobbies and being a menace, and then 50% people showing off their avatar's jiggle physics to the camera. And it feels like there's no in between. Like, I feel uncomfortable staring. 100% horny people. As someone who played a lot of VR chat for 2+ years. Yeah. VR chat players are never, they're never breaking the horny on main allegations. I'm sorry. There's no world where you get to say, no, I just play VR chat normally, I promise. It's like, no, you fucking don't. You're horny on main, just like everyone else is. Join the club. That's just how it works, especially if you have full body. Oh no, you guys are in an ad. Be nice. Why did run the ad as we're leaving for raid? Be nice.